As we get ready for tomorrow's special live audience show, Stop the Stigma, a conversation about mental health, we are focusing on the mental health of mothers. Grammy Award-winning singer Alanis Morissette is sharing her nearly decade-long experience with postpartum depression. In an essay on her website, the 45-year-old revealed she's dealing with the condition for a third time. She said she's having sleep deprivation, fogginess, physical pain, isolation, and anxiety. According to the American Psychological Association, up to 1 in 7 women experience postpartum depression, which can appear days or even months after delivering a baby. Maria Villarreal spoke to Morissette. Maria, good morning. Why did she want to share her experience?
Well, good morning, Tony. Alanis Morissette believes many women don't get enough emotional support after childbirth. She told me that postpartum depression can feel like you're covered in tar and then underwater. The singer hopes that by sharing her experience, she can help other moms. Her songs are filled with raw emotion, expressing the feelings of a generation of music lovers. Now, Alanis Morissette is using her voice to bring attention to an issue she knows well, postpartum depression.
This time around, it's less depression, it's more anxiety and a little more of the compulsive, obsessive thoughts.
When you talk about invasive thoughts, like,
yeah,
what does that include, though?
I mean, images that are horrifying, just a lot of times about safety, about the people you love, your loved ones, your children, and then me just having to remind myself, like, oh, nope, this is just postpartum depression, swooping in, again, stop.
In a candid online essay, the mother of 3 opens up about dealing with postpartum for a third time following the birth of her son, Winter Mercy, in August. She writes postpartum depression, or PPD, is still a sneaky monkey with a machete working its way through my psyche.
There's something about chronicling the experience in real time. If the goal is a stigma-free perception of any mental illness or mental health conversation, understanding and giving the details of what it really looks like from the inside is important.
Your love is thick. The Grammy Award-winning singer first realized she was dealing with postpartum 16 months after the birth of her first child in 2010.
My survival strategy is to just push through. And then I spoke with a professional who knew all about postpartum depression. I asked her, does this go away if I just white knuckle through it? She said, no, it actually gets worse. So as soon as I heard that, I thought, it can't get worse than this.
Really?
So then I went on medication right away.
Morissette also approaches her recovery in part by meditating, leaning on loved ones, and turning to a familiar passion, music.
When I'm in any state, emotionally sad, angry, freaked out, lonely, isolated, depressed, I can write. Thank God for that.
Are there moments where you're like, it's gone, I'm cured?
There are moments where I think it's going to be kind of easy, or I do get a little cocky, but I don't think of it in terms of cured because I know that postpartum isn't something that lasts a week. You know, for me, it's at least 2 years, maybe a little longer.
Signs of postpartum depression can include anxiety or panic attacks, uncontrolled crying or sadness, fear of being left alone with the baby, or lack of interest in the baby altogether. The American Psychological Association recommends that anyone experiencing symptoms for more than 2 weeks seek help. If left untreated, the condition can last many weeks or months. Was there ever a moment where that fear made you want to say, I can't do it again?
No. Because I'd experienced the other side of postpartum depression and having this relationship, I know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'd be willing to go through it again. I know that sounds a little insane, but, you know, I'm willing to present sacrifice for future gain it. I've done it a million times.
Morissette has also some advice for family and friends. She actually recommends welcoming moms who've just given birth with open arms and no expectation, saying just showing up can make a huge difference to these moms.
So interesting to hear her say that she wanted to white knuckle through it, but was advised worst thing you
We
can do.
all do that.
Yeah.
We all just feel like I can get through this on my own. I don't need help. I can make it. It's fine. It's fine.
I also love her description of it, a sneaky monkey with a
Yes.
machete.
Machete.
I like
Definitely
That is
remember
so old Alanis Morissette
Yes.
coming out with those raw lyrics. Absolutely.
And Maria, we have to say too about you. First, I have to say bravo and thank you, because you also opened up about something very personal. I had no idea this was going on in your life. You talk about having a miscarriage while you're live on the air and you're reporting.
Oh my gosh.
And you write about it. It is honestly must-see reading for everybody who's listening to you at this moment. Because you said at the time, was I really having a miscarriage in the middle of a wildfire? No one around to hug me. Can I save the baby? Can a doctor come to the top of the hill to check me out? And one of the crew guys says, maybe you've eaten a bad burrito, because they didn't know that you were pregnant.
They didn't know. And I think that as women, you just, again, like what Alanis said, you just want to prove yourself. You want to just show everybody that you can do this. And so for me, I wrote this, not ever thinking it would go anywhere, didn't know where I would put it. And then I had this moment with Alanis, and I just knew that there were other moms out there, or there want to be moms
I'm
that were
glad
going
you
through
shared
this.
it. It's on our website. Maria, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.